What's going on, guys? This is Michael from Groundbreaking Gear, and today we have the Osprey Porter, the travel and teching bag. This thing is 46 liters. It is the best thing on earth. No, really. It is pretty hot. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright guys, so the Osprey Porter travel bag. Now, I love bags, I love putting tech in bags, however most of my tech does not fit in the bags that I want, and yet here we are. 46 liter Osprey bag. This thing is on steroids. It is supposed to be huge as heck, but still look nice and slim. Nice little bird logo on the back. We'll start getting into the pockets right now. So, I mean, right now you can tell this thing has an area. This is a hard kind of shell. It has some flex to it, but it's definitely softer than, or harder than you know, the regular inseam of the bag. This is to actually grab a hold and tighten up anything that's in the bag if you want it to. They even go down to the clips where they have a clip organizer where you can actually put your wire or your cord. And here is the first clasp. So there's two of these on this side, and then there's two more. If you want to get it, let me open these up. I like that. So when you want to shrink this bag down to fit in, you know, your closet or underneath, you know, in a cupboard or a cabinet or a drawer, you take everything out, you cinch it up, you lock that into place, and it's nice and small. And then it opens up to the big boy, almost like a duffel bag size. I mean, this thing is a monster. Look at that. And now look how deep that bag just got. I mean, this thing is absolutely sick. So, here's the other clips that I was talking about. You can see here, you can cinch that up if you have stuff on the inside. You can even throw, you know, something here if you don't have a lot going on. Throw like a blanket or something in there for your travels. Yet we're gonna fill this thing up with tech, so there's no blanket for travels. Anyways, but again, this thing is absolutely absurd. I love it. Alright, so the Porter 46 pocket, nice zippers. They actually have that hook loop that Maxpedition has. I love that. Nice zippers, they slide in and out real nice. It's a nice big pocket up front. Nothing on the inside, no small little pockets on the inside, but that's a perfect size pouch for all kinds of stuff. Let's see, what else, what other pockets are, I mean, there's so many here. Alright, so now the first clamshell, I think, or half clam part of the bag, the front organizer. Oh yeah, look at this. So this is the tech organizer part of the bag. Nice deep pocket in the front, handful of little small pockets on the side, a little bit bigger on the left side, a little mesh area in the front. I mean, this is deep. Has a clasp here. You could throw your iPad, wow. You could throw your iPad in there or your laptop in there. You could throw your iPad in here. Actually, that's probably better, your laptop in the bigger compartment. I mean, this bag is definitely made for me. I'll tell you that much. It's made for me. They must have been listening to my channel. My God, this thing is awesome. All right, let's open up the next part, and here we got this huge area to drop all kinds of stuff in. I mean, look how deep that is. It's got to be, I don't know, about 8 inches in depth. It's got a mesh pocket on one side, nice big mesh pocket, another pocket up top. Now the cool thing about this, if you do this right, if you get some of those small inserts, the BUMB stuff, I actually have a couple of other things that I'm going to throw in here this time. You'll keep it really like organizational cubes, those travel cubes. You throw your tech and stuff like that, everything will fit nice and neat, compact, stay together, and it's not a huge deal that there's not pockets in here, because you're gonna have pockets with your organizers. So it definitely has the depth, and it has enough room for all of your stuff. So this time, you're gonna see how much stuff that I'm really gonna carry with me all the time. Very similar to the Maxpedition bag. All right. So we open that pouch up. Now we have another top loader area. It's a nice material. They put their Osprey logo on the inside. That's nice. They give you a little lanyard for your keys. It's not fleece lined, but it's not a big deal. You shouldn't be putting glasses in this anyways. I mean, unless you expect them to break. I never understood why people put glasses in these little small pouches up here when that's all you have to do is zip it up and push on it. Unless it's a hard shell, you're gonna break it. So, all right, let's go on to the back. There's a nice pocket on the back. Oh, this is for the backpack straps. You get them right out of the way. Well, that's gorgeous. These are nice air ventilated mesh, nice and thick. They have the waist strap tucked on the inside. I mean, this thing literally just everything disappears inside, and then it looks like a duffel. Take this side out as well. There we go. You have the chest harness. I mean, this thing will lock around your shoulders, around your chest. Look at this. This thing slides. It's supposed to slide up and down. It's a little tight, but obviously it's made for, you know, a lot of gear. I'll try to see if I can move those a little bit easier. There it goes. It slides up and down, or it's supposed to slide up and down. There it is. So you can position it where you need to. That's awesome. And then again, these waist straps just hide into the bag if you want them to. If you want to pull them out, you pull them out. Clip them on your waist, you're ready to go. The straps are definitely nice material. The waist straps definitely seem a little thin, especially for the size of the bag. But I'm sure they'll be fine, but we'll test that out. Any other pockets that I'm missing? Oh, look at these handles. So this is the bottom handle. You can grab and throw this thing around. This is a nice corded handle. And then here we got the big boy. So nice thick strap on top or on the side, however you want to position the bag. Here's another one on the other side, another one of those really thick handles. You can toss this thing around any which way you want. They give you these nice O-rings here, so you can throw on a duffel bag strap. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it comes with one. I'm sure you can buy one pretty cheap, or even find one on another bag that you're not using. But all right, guys. Well, we are gonna fill this bad boy up with tech. Show it off to show how much stuff can really fit in this, and yeah, we're gonna get to it. All right, I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, as you can see, this thing is pretty packed, and we're gonna go through it, and there's gonna be lots and lots of stuff that I'm gonna take out of this bag. Now, I will say up front, and I've seen a couple of comments, you know, why do you have so much tech? Why do you put so much tech in your bag? A couple of different reasons. One, you know, when I'm at work and I need something lab specific, we don't have a lot of dev labs at our office. Everything is test and production. Gotta love that. And just for testing my own stuff, security, learning, and then if I go to a friend's house or I go to, you know, a girlfriend's house or whatever, all this stuff, you know, when I'm doing something that's work related or training, studying, I have what I need, and I don't need to be, you know, worried about not having it, right? So I've been using this for, I don't know, roughly a month now, maybe a little longer, and these straps have no wear at all. These clasps right here, they lock up on the top with ease. You get to pull them, cinch them tighter. I do double strap. Single strap is really heavy on the back, on the shoulder rather, but you know, you do a double strap and it's no problem. This is a big bag. It's made to take that weight, and if you're putting, you know, clothes or other carry-on items, stuff for a trip, even a small laptop, everything based on the tech that I put in here and how heavy this bag is, you put anything else in this bag, including a small laptop and a few essentials, and you're kick-ass. You're ready to go. This bag is absolutely amazing. All right, so let's drop this thing down. All right, so they have, again, these two straps on top that cinch the bag completely down, and you can see that this is pretty tight here. I could still fit tons more in this bag, and there's a lot of stuff in this bag. So we'll go ahead and move this over just a hair so you can see this up front. Center that a little bit better. All right, so in this front pouch, again, the great zippers with the clasps, the finger loops. You get to pull that open. I have my work phone in there, and the reason I put it, and this is a soft, you know, a soft mesh or a soft pouch that does get a lot of push on it. But one, this comes over, and on top of that, you have, you know, a handful of things inside that keep it protected. So I keep two Moleskine books for work, one for general notes, one for projects and stuff like that. And because they go in there like this, and the phone goes right in off the top, really there's no push. This is not out in the open getting smashed up. So that's what I have in there. So you can see how big that front pouch is just with those two books. And we'll close that up. All right, so next on the list is the tech area. So I did not put anything in that pouch right there on the bottom, and that's because I put the two books in here, and it does press up on that, so I use the room for the front pouch. But I do have a couple of cables, and I'll show you why I have this cable. This is a special adapter for an external monitor, and yes, I have a monitor in here. Okay, so handful of pens, stylus for my Surface Pro. I have vitamin dispensers. I use the Cert dispensers. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll see that I like them because they're lean. They fit into these pockets with ease. Actually, if they went the other way, first one, then the second one. So they fit in those pockets really nicely. So I use those. I could throw my phone in this pouch without an issue, but again, I'd rather in the bigger pouch so I can get to it faster. It is a work phone, so if that thing rings, I need to answer it. I don't put anything in these little small pouches or these little small pockets. I think they're a little too small for anything. And again, I have in the bigger pouch, I have a handful of organizers, so that pocket organizers, so I can put all my little little knickknacks or anything, wires or adapters in there. So we have this clasp right here that's holding in. I mean, look how much depth that is. Look how, that's awesome. So here's my Surface Book. And again, it fit in there really nice. Comes off the top, so you can just zip this open, undo this, and slide it right out. You don't have to break all the other stuff open. And then we have this zipper pouch here, and this is where I have my my iPod Mini, or my iPad Mini, rather. Alright, so let's close that. And so now we get into, actually before we get into the bigger pouch, because that one is really, really big, we'll go into the small front pouch, the top loader. I have 2 mice. One is the Razer mouse, wireless. This thing is absolutely sick, nice in your hand. This is for the Surface. And then I use the Mac wireless mouse as well, the Magic Mouse, for my lab computer, and I'll show you what that is in a second. Alright, so deck of cards. I love fidget cubes, fidget toys like that, and started to learn, these are Monarchs, really good brand. So I started to learn card flourishes and card tricks, just while you're sitting there watching code and in meetings where everyone drags on. Handful of the chiffon cables, the all-in-one cables, my tile. Gotta love the tile. Does a couple of different things. It checks, it can find my phone if I lose my phone, or click on it from my phone and it finds my bag and wherever I put it. And then chapstick in here. And that's it for that pouch, but it still could fit tons and tons more. But that's all I have in there. And so now on to the big pocket. Now this thing is where you put all your stuff, and I mean all your stuff. So we have a Maxpedition case. This actually holds, and again, I told you early on, everything has an organizer. So I have pouches for everything. There's nothing in here that's out in the open, that's not in a bag. Everything is very, very well organized. So here's the Maxpedition case admin pack. This has the plug for my Surface Book, as well as the Mojix Power Donut. It's a power strip extender, so it gives you 2 USBs and a handful of slots for your other tech. So you can plug it in, take up 1 slot on the wall, or at the airport, or at work on your desk, and then put everything on this. So makes your life a heck of a lot easier. We'll get into this. So I'm doing a little security and training on the side. This is my Hack Tech 5 rather hack kit. So I have the Wi-Fi Pineapple Nano, the land turtle, all the cables in here, the USB rubber ducky, and then the Bash Bunny. So that's in there. Hard drive, 4 terabyte, one of many. This one I'm actually moving data off the Seagate drive. I'm moving data off, so you'll see that this BUBM bag actually has all of my drives in it that I carry all the time. This one I'm just copying data off, and I'm not going to use it much longer. So here's another Maxpedition case. These cases are absolutely sick. Maxpedition logo branding. You can see that this has the lattice system on it, so you can hook it up to other items that have this, these slots in there. Yeah, it works really well, and I love how big it is, and it has this nice little handle to carry on, some D-ring loops. It's really nice. and of course the Maxpedition finger loops for the zippers are unreal. So here's my AC adapter for my Lenovo W520. My W520 is in this bag. It is on steroids. We'll talk about that in a second. And then again, this pouch is so big. Like I said, I love fidget toys. So I have a spinner, and I have two. I have the ANSI Lab fidget cube, and then of course the real one doesn't come in a case, but the knockoff one comes in its case, and I gotta tell you, I do love the case. So anyways, fidget toys are in this pouch as well. Throw this to the side. Now, like I said, everyone consistently is asking, why do you have all this tech? Do you need all this tech? The answer is absolutely yes. I use it all the time, so there's no doubt in my mind that I want it with me. And when I don't have it, of course, that's when I need it the most. So here's the Be Unique, Be Myself pouch. This thing is a carry-on pouch. This thing is awesome. It's huge. So I have a handful of wires for the drives that are in the other slot, a handful of USB 128 gig drives, two SanDisk, or Corsair rather, disk, USB 16 gig USB 3 drives, a handful of small USB adapters in there, and then we have a handful of drives in here. So here's another 4 terabyte My Passport, 2 terabyte Seagate, and of course the 512 Samsung Mini. This thing is awesome. Nice, light, small, throw in your pocket if you need to. I do have an Initech USB 3 hub. And then here, I'm gonna move this to the side. Another chiffon cable if I need it. Now here is the Glimph 1 terabyte drive. This thing is absolutely on steroids. Super fast. I use this to house my my VMware images for testing all of my all my lab stuff. And then my charge tech, which you need with all this tech. You're gonna need a handful of battery banks, and I have 2 of them in this bag. So here's the charge tech. This one is 2,700 milliamps, 27,000 milliamps. And the cool thing about this is it has 2 USB, 2.4 amps, and then it also has the 3-prong adapter for your power. So I can charge up my laptop and other devices with that. So that is super cool. So I carry that in there, in this pouch. Running out of room. Okay, so we're gonna get to the laptop. So here's a 15-inch Lenovo 520. I use this as my lab, i7. This thing has 2 512 SSDs, 32 gigs of memory, Windows 10, the whole 9. I've had this for a handful of years now, and again, this is for all of my lab testing and security training and all that stuff. This thing is awesome. And again, people ask why you carry 2. For one reason, I code on my other one. It's for day-to-day use, vlogging, all the other stuff, higher graphics. This one is used for security training, hacking, and labs. You don't want to install, rogue hacking material on your machine for testing, and then have it tied into, your real accounts and all that other stuff. So I keep the 2 separate. So I'll put that to the side. All right, so now let's get to the bottom. So I have a handful of paperwork, stuff that I need to manage. We'll get into what the bottom pouch is in a second. We'll get into the side pouch. So the left side mesh pouch has 2 devices in it. First pair of headsets in the Smatree case. This case has 1,000 milliamp battery built in, an extra pair of cables, and I have my Beats 3, my Powerbeats 3 headset, wireless headset, and I could charge these things up when I need to. I actually have these ones tied into my phone, and then I'll show you the other Beats that are tied into my computer after. I also have a hard case for my Nintendo DS, and again, it's always nice to have your gaming. If you're stuck somewhere and you're tired of working on your computer, you can just mellow out, play some video games, and you don't have to take out all the equipment and do that. So this is nice to have. So I have the DS with me as well. So that's that side pouch, and then the other side pouch has a checkbook, business cards, and then let's see if that's it. And so then it has the other battery bank that I mentioned, which is the ZeroLemon. This one is 30,000 milliamps, has a Type-C connector, has 4 USB slots, and 2 of them are 1 amp, and I'm sorry, 3 of them are 1 amp, and 1 of them is 2.0 quick charge. And then it has the input on this side, which is a micro USB. This doesn't take long to charge, maybe 2-3 hours, but the end result is this thing lasts about a week and a half, charging my phone constantly. So I separate the two. The Charge Tech is more for my laptop and bigger equipment, and then my phone, I could throw this, you know, when I'm working out, I just throw the phone on top, or I carry it to a meeting or whatever. This thing is beautiful, golden, and I've had this for a while, and it takes a beating. I mean, it literally takes a beating. So ZeroLemon, I love this freaking company. They did a great job with this bank. And I actually have a handful of power banks, but nobody comes close to the 2 that I carry right now. All right, so we have right off on the top, still more pouches. We have the Pro case. This is where I keep all of my cables. So this is all cable management. Power bricks, USB-Cs, USB minis, a handful of different adapters, cables, 6-foot cables in here for USB micros, and then I have the Belkin HDMI Bluetooth adapter, so I can sync my Surface Pro or anything that's Bluetooth. So the 520 can do it too. I can sync it to a display, and either, you know, play games or give a presentation with that. And then again, you can see all of those cables. I mean, there's got to be 40, 50 cables in this, without a doubt. I mean, you can see them all. They're all 6-inch cables, and there's just tons of them in here because I have so much tech. And look what they fit up. I mean, this nice and small case. This thing is gorgeous. I have 2 of these. I used to have my hard drives in it, but the hard drives got a little bit bigger, so now I use the BUBM bag. But this Pro case is awesome for the wires. And then last but not least, actually, you know what? Before we get into that last device, because that last device is super, super cool, I'll show you the side. So I carry the Beats on the outside. I could throw it in, but because I never know if I want to add more stuff, this actually fits really nice on the outside. It has a D-ring that has a lock mechanism on it, and it fits on the clasp for the duffel bag harness, and so it just clips out. And then I have my wireless Beats Studios, which I absolutely love, and these ones actually go to my Surface or my my Lenovo. So I use these for, you know, for the over-the-ear, working on my laptop, listening to music that way. And then I use the other Beats, which are here, for my phone. Have a totally separate use case for them. So, all right. And so now the last item that's on the bottom is this ASUS monitor. This is an external monitor. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It's a 15-inch monitor. It literally will, this stand can hold up. It actually flips in and then up. And then this sits up like that. The USB 3 connector goes here into no power, just the USB 3 connector, into any one of the laptops, and I have a second display for work with my laptop. And when I mean this is badass, this is badass. The brightness, the screen resolution, I can watch YouTube videos on this while working on the other, or vice versa. It's absolutely amazing, and yes, I do carry this and use it. All the items will be linked in the description below if you want to see what the prices are and if you want to look at if that kind of tech interests you. But overall, I have to say that this bag was definitely made for stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. It holds up very well. You can see there's a lot of heavy duty tech that went in this. I'm using it every day for over a month, and there's no wear on this bag at all. This thing is absolutely great on the back. Again, these straps literally just disappear into here if you want. I don't use the waist harness. I don't necessarily need it. The bag is heavy enough that it just falls right to the midsection of my back. And again, these handles hold up extremely well, especially with that much tech in there. And you know, there's two reasons why I show you all the stuff that's in there. One, to show you the tech that I carry every day, because this is my tech bag and that's what I'm talking about. But two, more or less, is to show you how much stuff you can actually put in. So if you're just throwing in your laptop, you could throw it into that front slot, have a few things in the organizers in front, and then you're going on a trip. You can have a couple pairs of shoes, clothes, all kinds of necessities, and you can, you know, throw all that stuff in. And then if you really want, like I mentioned earlier, you have all of these cubes. So here's a couple of e-bag cubes. These things are awesome. They come 3 to the set. I actually don't know where the third one is. There's something in it. I know that. I just don't know where I put it. But again, you could put socks, other things in here, tech if you want. I would use it for tech. But socks, this one can have, you know, underwear, whatever, basic, you know, shampoo, stuff like that. You zip it up, has nice mesh feel. The zippers are actually really, really strong. They have great loops on them. They have about a 3-inch depth, and they're soft. So they're going to expand when you want to throw stuff in there to, you know, so it's not like it's going to lock in. It's going to be form-fitting to whatever you throw in here. And then these just go right into the bigger area. And again, it's organized. Everything doesn't need to be thrown all over the place. I love organization. I gotta have organization. And again, with all that tech and all that stuff I throw in my bag, it's easy to find everything fast. So, alright guys, well, if you liked the video, please thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys soon with another great tech item. Alright, talk to you soon.